Noah, hey.
Oh, hi, Mom. How's it going?
I made it. I walked here and I finally made it to your show.
Oh, that's great. What do you think?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
It was okay.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, I guess. Thanks for making it.
Hey, would you mind picking me up?
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. I just gotta wrap something up.
Thanks.
All right, I'll see you soon.
I'll be here.
Ooh, sorry about that. My mom called. She just went and saw my show. Did you see it yet? Well, welcome back. Thanks for coming. It's the Hotline show. It's August 18th, 2024. It's the 24th one. If you don't know, people call the number. It's in the description below. They leave a message. They ask a question. It can be about anything. It can be about the weather or photography. Most people ask about photography. But give it a call. Send me a message. You can do a voice memo too. Some people like to do that because the audio is a little cleaner. Also internationally works. For some reason you can't call it if you're international. I don't know why. So that's that. Let's get into it. Today we're just doing video calls. People call sometimes with videos. So we're just going to do that. We're going to get into it. Let's go. First caller.
Oh, hey. Shitty Joe here. Got a question for Alternative Timeline Noah. You see I screwed up here. I want to know how you measure success. How do you measure success? You know, I screwed up here. You're in some boardroom or on some island somewhere. I'm building here in my shop again. Gonna build a marimba. Do I know what I'm doing? Not exactly, but I've built like 10 of them so far. Oh, I've been like, look at that. There's some crap on this wood. So I want to know, what's success to you? Oh, I'm gonna have to fix this. Dang it.
Shitty Joe. Thanks for that question for Alternative Timeline Noah. First things first. What's a marimba? Hold on one second. Oh, okay, that thing. Yeah, I've seen that before. That's cool. You're making one. You made a few of those? Whoa. All right, well, this question's not for me. It's for Alt Noah. It's been a while since we've talked to him. Let's give him a call. Sort of reluctantly want to do this. Get him on the line. Let's see what he's up to. Hold on one second. Honey, give me a second. I got a phone call. I thought I told my assistant no calls when we're in Ibiza. Give me 1 second. Hello? Hey. It's normal, Noah.
Noah, so glad you're calling. I was just thinking about you. You ready to get into some Bitcoin?
Nah, I'm good. I don't have any money right now. Calling because Shitty Joe just called. He's got a question for you.
Okay, yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, Shitty Joe just wanted to know, how do you define success?
How do I define success? Easy. Money. The answer is obviously money. This isn't even really a question.
I guess.
Yes, you guess? I know. I know because I have more money than you, and therefore I am better than you. It's Worthington's law.
What's Worthington's law?
What's Worthington's law? Hold on a second. Check out the video I just texted you.
Oh, all right, hold on. Green bubble, of course. All right, I'm hitting play.
That's right, Bob. Listen to your friend. A person who makes more money than you is better than you, and therefore beyond criticism. This is called the Worthington Law, and it's used to gauge the value of human worth. Carl Espick, economist and editor of Value magazine.
Yeah, that's right. So, what do you think? Wrong. Whatever you were gonna say doesn't matter because I make more money than you. That's if you're 80% of the public, so I'm right.
Yep, money.
All right.
You'll get it one day. Probably not.
Yeah, I gotta go, man. I hate calling you. to be honest.
All right, see ya.
All right, love you too.
Ciao.
Okay. Next caller.
Hi Noah, Stuart here, coming to you live from Melbourne, Australia in my darkroom. Couple of questions. How do you make your voice sound so good in your videos? Mine sounds terrible when I record myself. Some people argue Atjay is the Mozart of the photography world. I would argue that Frederick Sommer is the Beethoven of the photography world. Curious to know what your thoughts were on that one. The other thing that I want to know is that what's the story on that 1 hour photo sign in the back of your studio there? And if it's not too much of an imposition, where do you think your work fits in terms of the spectrum of intuitive through to intellectual? Thanks. See ya.
Stuart from Melbourne. Thank you for calling again. Good to see you. Great darkroom, by the way. Looks really legit. So we got a few questions here. Let's go through it. How do I make the sound good? Well, microphones. It sounds like you're just recording the audio off your phone. I actually really like the phone audio, but you have to be kind of close to it, and it just depends on where you are, what you're doing. Other than that, this mic, it's a Sennheiser MK something or another. It's really expensive shotgun mic. So that helps. It goes through an audio interface. And then I also, when I'm editing, I hit voice isolation sometimes. I don't really mess with it that much. It's pretty clean. I also have another mic at my desk. It's that podcast mic. I should write down what it is. Everyone knows. You just Google like best podcast mic. It's the one that everyone uses. So that's that. And then I use sometimes a DJI mic. That's what they call it, the DJI mic. So if I'll plug that into my phone sometimes. I'll use it on my Osmo, or even this camera, the Sony, when I'm recording outside, and I just put the mic. I actually will put the mic on my hat, so it's pretty close. And then just tiny tweaks after the fact. But yeah, using good mics is what you got to do. So invest a little bit. One time I bought like $40 remote radio mics off Amazon, and it sounded amazing. So anything is probably better than this built-in stuff, with exceptions, because I've done great audio out of the cameras before. So whatever. What else we got here? Oh, well, so Atjay, Frederick Sommer. This is a photography question. This is like original sort of photo 101. I remember listening or learning about these photographers in my first year of photography education. I wrote a little bit about it because, I just want to refresh my memory. So I wrote this whole thing up. Let me read it. I'll put some of the photos of the photographers over the screen here. Eugene Atjay could indeed be considered the Mozart of photography in a metaphorical sense, of course, given his mastery, prolific output, and significant influence on the development of photography as an art form. Oh, fuck. I can't even figure out how to do a Ken Burns effect here. And I was talking all this stuff about Mozart and Atjay and Frederick Sommer, Beethoven. It didn't really make much sense to me. I mean, listen to this. Atjay's legacy in photography could be likened to Mozart in music. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, no, Atjay is more like Slayer, and Sommer is more like Korn. You know what I mean? So that's where I stand on that. I recommend people pick up this book, A World History of Photography. I've had this since college. They are in the 5th or 6th edition now. It's probably a good history of photography lesson that you should do if you don't go to art school. And, that's it. Next part of the question. I hope that helps. You had another question here, the 1 hour photo sign in the back. It's a little blown out now because I'm recording early. that I covered this in a video very early on in this channel's life. It was an abandoned 1-hour photo shop in a town just north of me. And I had my eye on it for years. And then one day the door was open. One of my old assistants saw that the door was open, went inside, saw someone, asked if he could have it, and they gave it to him. He gave it to me. So it was kind of amazing. It's it's the real deal neon 1-hour photo. And in fact, I was thinking, should I rename this show 1-hour photo? I was thinking that the Hotline show might be a little too generic. I don't know. It's been on my mind because I'm trying to mess with the titles of the show, and just Hotline number might not be that compelling to people, but 1-hour photo might, because we do mostly talk about photography here. So let me know in the comments below, should the show change? It won't be a 1-hour show, but maybe it could be. And then lastly, your question, where does my work fall on the spectrum of intuitive to intellectual? Well, I'm going to say it's intuitive mostly because I think I'm an idiot, and I'm definitely not an intellectual. So I just feel it, if it feels right. And that seems to have been working for me up until about 6 months ago, when everyone stopped giving a shit about everything. That's that. Thank you so much, Stuart. I appreciate the call. Call back anytime. Let's go to the last call.
Hey Noah, it's Andrew from Toronto. This time with a video. I've had this idea brewing, maybe, I don't know. And last week on the Hotline show, there was some talk about assignments. And your example of an assignment that you would give people reminded me of a book. A book which I know you have, called The Photographer's Playbook. So I wanted to propose a little remote collaboration. So pick up The Photographer's Playbook and turn to page 86. It could be interesting, this rural city dynamic. I think you're into recording sounds. Like you say, it doesn't all have to be good, but I'll send you some short wave files.
Andrew from Toronto. Great to hear from you. Thanks for coming back again. I appreciate it. Sorry it took me so long to get to this video call. I wanted to put them all together. You're talking about this book, The Photographer's Playbook, which, by the way, is really excellent. Kind of a little upset that they never asked me to contribute to this, but I don't know Jason Fulford or Gregory Halpern. I mean, I know them. I know who they are as artists. They're amazing, but they don't know who I am. So that's why I didn't. But yeah, there's so much good stuff in here. So many great sort of assignments by amazing photographers. I think this is a class right here. Someone could run a photography class based on this book alone. It's really quite remarkable. And you wanted to do a thing, sound photographs together. I mean, I like it. I'm going to post a photo of the assignment here. It says, use an audio recording device to record a minimum of 10 disparate sounds, record both observed sounds and constructed sounds, ask another photographer to record blah, 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 blah. You get it. Andrew, I love recording sound, and I do it mostly because I like putting a bed of sound behind a lot of my videos. Not so much of someone who wants to record sounds and then fuck with them and, sample them or something. I like to get bird sounds to then overlay over my videos, which, by the way, I said it in the last call, but I have found I have these really expensive mics. My iPhone, really, when I'm just doing ambient recording of outside nature sound, that's the best recorder there is. There's just nothing works as good. I have a Zoom thing, I put it out, you got all these fucking wires, it sucks. So iPhone. Now, anyway, this is sort of besides the point. I was just gonna say, I don't know if I want to do this, and it's not because I don't like you. It's not because I don't think this is a great assignment. It's just I have so many things to do, and it's just hard. I don't know. If you want, send me the stuff. Maybe I'll get to it. Maybe winter's coming. It's probably going to be slow, and I'll probably be what should I do? So if you want to send me the sounds, or send me the sounds and I'll just put it in the videos somehow. I don't know, but it's fine. This is in alphabetical order, and I went back one page and right one page back. My favorite photographer, Philip Lorca de Corsia. Look at this assignment he has here. Make any kind of work just as long as it involves sex. Exhibit it at some rundown gallery on the Lower East Side, or better yet, in Bushwick. Invite Jerry Saltz and hopefully his wife will come along. Get a review in the New York Times or New York Magazine. Sell all of your work for nothing. Start over again with something real. I mean, he sounds like he's an asshole, and I like that. Great book, Andrew. Thanks for the call. Amazing video and sound, of course, is just perfect. Just lovely hearing that. Your studio looks amazing. Is that where you live? Because I love that sort of industrial area outside the city. It looks sick. Maybe I'll come visit one day. Never been to Toronto. That's it. That's the Hotline show. Thanks to everyone for coming, sticking around. I appreciate it. Do the stuff, like, subscribe. Call the number below, send me an email, do whatever. Oh shit, I gotta go pick up my mom. Fuck, she's been waiting there all day. See you guys.
Oh, man. Wow. Finally. What the fuck? No, I've been waiting all day.